Here we'll discuss the slope of a line. The slope of a line is basically a numerical way to measure how steep it is. The larger the slope, the more steep, and the smaller the slope, the less steep the line. If I have 2 points on a line, which for now I'll call x1 and y1, and then x2, y2, then our slope, which is represented by the letter m, is equal to y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. And this is our formula for slope. If x2 is equal to x1, we do have a 0 on the denominator. And in this case, our slope is considered undefined. This corresponds to a vertical line. So using this formula can give us the slope as long as we have 2 points. Let's consider these 2 points. I want to find the slope of this line. We'll call the one on the left x1, y1 and the one on the right x2, y2. Using my formula, I have y2 minus y1 all over x2 minus x1. 21 minus 2 is 19, and 22 minus 3 is 19. Therefore, this line has a slope of 1. Here we have the points 3, 2 and 21, 3. If I try to find the slope, we'll have y2, which is 3, minus y1, which is 2, all over x2 minus x1. 3 minus 2 is 1, and 21 minus 3 is 18. Therefore, our slope for this line is 1 over 18. Our next example looks at 3, 2, and 3, 5. Here we'll have y2 minus y1, so 5 minus 2, all over x2 minus x1, which is 3 over 3, 3 minus 3. So I have 3 over 0, and if I have 0 on the bottom, this means my slope here is undefined. Our last example on finding the slope, I have these 2 points, x1, y1, and x2, y2. I have my slope is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. In this case, 0 over 2, which means this line has a slope of 0. We'll now look at graphing with slope. I want to graph this line that passes through the point 1, 3 with slope 2, 3. First, I know this passes through the point 1, 3, so I can go over 1 and up 3 and have a point. Our slope always tells us y over x. This is the change in y over the change in x. So if I go up by 2, I should go in the x direction by 3. And that gives me another point. So there is my line. For this one, I want to graph the line passing through -1, 2 with slope -4, 3. We'll start by going left 1 and up 2 for my point -1, 2. And this time my slope is -4, so I should move -4 in the y direction. And then 3 in the x direction. And that gives me my second point. And then we can draw the line passing through these. So we have our line. For our last example, we'll graph the line x equal to 2. If we know that x is equal to 2, I can go over to where x is 2 and realize that if y is 1 x is still 2. If y is 2, x is still 2. If y is 3, x is still 3. So essentially I can let y be whatever I want it to be, and x should not change. So we have this vertical line. And in general, anytime you see x equal to a number, this is a vertical line. X equal to -4 would be a vertical line at -4. And anytime x equal to a number, it's a vertical line at that point.